Hey everyone. Yeah, today's topic is a fun one for me. Well, I guess they all are. I love them all. But this particular one, there's a lot of people who struggle with it because um, I don't know why. Because it was something that I was able to excuse me, not gasp, grasp early and understand. But a lot of people that I've taught this through, this is something that they struggle with. So I'm going to go through everything, and it's interesting as I have taught a lot of this through so many people that I just can pick up on what other people have struggled with, even though I have not. Because remember, we're all different. Just because I think something is a lot easier than another person, they're going to find things a lot easier that were harder on me, right? Because we all have these skill sets, and I call them our own superpowers that allow us to move forward. And today we're going to talk about suggestion. How do you use suggestion to your advantage? And there's really two types of suggestion. There's an internal and an external. So internal being, what does your internal self and mind tell you? External, what are your words saying? Right? Those are the two types of suggestion that I'm talking about. So your internal one really comes into how do you use it to your advantage? And the most meaningful positive influence you can have on yourself of all things is your internal voice. What you think is more important than what you say, and it comes with a much heavier level of influence. So remember these statements again, that your thoughts control your actions. So your thoughts control your actions. When I say this, it's so important to remember that, because if you think about something enough, that's what you become. Okay? Or that's what you try to become, I should say. We're going to turn negative thoughts into positive ones. I've talked about this before, and you've heard it on the emotional intelligence side. You've heard it on positive thinking side. You want to turn doubts into ways to succeed, right? So when you're talking to your internal voice, and I'm going to give you a for instance on that, is say you're not hitting a goal and you're doubting yourself. Instead of doubting yourself, spend the time saying, all right, how else can I achieve this goal, instead of doubting yourself, right? So that's a way to use your internal suggestive voice to your advantage rather than to your disadvantage, to where it's saying things that you don't want it to say, like you're going to fail. What are you doing? You can't do this. Those are all the negatives, right? And there's many more. And again, remember that it's not a 100% thing, because nothing is. It's just making sure that the majority of the time you are controlling those inner thoughts. And once those inner thoughts are controlled, your actions become more consistent. So that's the importance of the internal thought. Now, external thoughts, the words you say, aren't as powerful to you as the internal thoughts, but yet they're still very influential on action and change. They still mean something. So what you say does matter. It just doesn't hold the same amount of authority to your ability to change and or authority to go after and stay positive as the internal does. So when you're leading others, it's important that what you're saying out loud and to yourself match. Because if there is a disagreement in there, it will show up and people will pick up on that. So really, it's just a matter of making sure that your thoughts and actions start to align, and that your internal and external are the same. Then if they're not the same, you work to get them the same. Again, it's really important. This is not a 100% thing, okay? Not 100% at all. So where does all of the major influence come through? When they are in harmony, when they're working together. I like to say that there's a few secret things that you can do. Like when you wake up in the morning and you say, today's going to be a great day, and you think it and say it out loud at the same time. You'd be amazed at the results that come of that. I mean, some of the major ideas that we all have, they just pass and go away because they never go to actions. Our thoughts and our words don't match to let us get to that action stage. So the more you think about something and the more you actually say it out loud, the closer you will get to achieving it. It's really cool when you see it all come together. All right. Thanks, everyone. Talk soon.